Hey everybody, welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's Filthiest Pitches of the Day. Remember, before we start, hit that subscribe button, join Ninja Nation. And without further ado, here are my filthiest pitches of the day. I'm going to start with Dallas Keuchel. I gotta admit, going into yesterday's games, I didn't think there was a chance of me featuring Dallas Keuchel, but here we are. He had his command dialed in, including these cutters and sinkers. This looked like ace Dallas Keuchel as I remembered him. Later in that game, Matt Foster came in and K'd the side with this filthy stuff. Dane Dunning had 5 Ks in 6 innings with this filth. Look at that slider that Stanton misses by about a foot. Remember all those reports of Gerrit Cole's demise? Well, they were premature. He's back to being an ace. He had 10 Ks in 6 1/3 innings. His ERA is now down to 2.67, and he's averaging 11 strikeouts per 9 innings. His fastball is touching 100, and his slider and knuckle curve are both filthy. Yep, that sounds like peak Gerrit Cole to me. Jacob Junis had 5 Ks, and check out this slider that gets the sword. Zac Gallen continues to be on fire with this filth. Don't look now, but he has a .95 ERA. He had 7 Ks and 7 shutout innings. And somehow the Diamondbacks have one of the best team ERAs. I blame Brent Strom. The former Astros pitching coach is a brilliant legend. So if you're ever looking for a pitcher in your fantasy leagues, maybe think of picking up a Diamondbacks pitcher. Joe Musgrove was absolutely disgusting yesterday. Check out these curveballs and sliders. He is an absolute spin master. He had 8 Ks in 7 innings, and you can see why. His ERA is also down to 2.08. Walker Bueller had 6 Ks in 7 innings with his usual array of fastballs, cutters, sliders, changeups, and curveballs. I thought this overlay does a good job of explaining what makes Walker Bueller's cutter so tough to hit. That's a 96-mile-an-hour fastball and a 93-mile-an-hour cutter. You can see they're indistinguishable, and then that cutter veers off under the swing plane. It's a nightmare for hitters, and why I call that cutter a dead zone cutter, because it's in the dead zone of the swing path. Charlie Morton was back to being Charlie effin' Morton. Look at these curveballs. This one had 3,249 RPMs. Morton's curveball has had the highest spin rate of any starter for the last few years, and he's likely to be adding another year to that streak. Disgusting. And speaking of disgusting, we have a new disgusting rookie on the radar. George Kirby made his first career start and kicked it off in high fashion. He had 3 Ks in the first inning with this filth. Look at the life on his fastball and that 90-mile-an-hour slider. That's just unhittable. And here's an overlay of his fastball and slider. Look at how far apart they end up. Seattle just may have another young ace on their hands. Now on to some relief pitchers. Check out this backdoor slider by Christian Javier. This has 20 inches of horizontal movement. And you can see why a hitter would give up on it. It starts way off the plate and then comes back, gets the zone. Clay Holmes had another filthy appearance. This man has basically been automatic. And check out this incredible stuff by Jose Alvarado. I used to nickname him El Diablo because his stuff looks like it's possessed. I mean, look at this 99-mile-an-hour sinker that's just dotted. You think it's going to hit you, and it catches the plate. And then this 94-mile-an-hour hard slider or cutter, disgusting. And to top it off, he dots with 101. Elite stuff. When he has his command, he can be unhittable. Andres Munoz also showed this elite filth. I mean, check this out. What are you going to do with all this stuff? Yet another dude with 100-mile-an-hour filth. Good freaking luck. My filthiest pitch of the day, though, goes to Scott Barlow. This was definitely the sword of the week. Anytime you can hit a dude on a pitch he swings at, well, that's disgusting. And just a little bit hilarious. He tied the dude into a pretzel. And now, my pitching ninja moment of zen. Shohei Ohtani's even elite at fist pumps. Here's his fist pump in slow-mo after scoring the winning run yesterday. Lastly, in case you missed it, I am going to be the regular pitching analyst on Peacock's Sunday morning games. Make sure you tune in. But I'll still be here too, so subscribe and watch. Get your double dose of Pitching Ninja. After all, can anyone have too much Pitching Ninja in their life? Well, don't answer that question.